In the heart of Nigeria, there was a lively village named Agulu, known for its beautiful hills and cheerful people. The children played freely, and laughter filled the air. The girls of Agulu were admired for their grace, and the boys were respected for their bravery. But one day, everything began to change. As the sun rose over Agulu, a shadow hung over the village. A group of girls, led by the bold and reckless Ife, gathered by the river. "Who cares about what our parents say?" Ife declared, tossing her hair back confidently. "Let's have fun. Who wants to be tied down by old rules?" Her friends, Chika, Yugo, and Ada, giggled and agreed. They had grown tired of their parents' strict teachings. "Let's explore the world outside Agulu," Yugo suggested, her eyes sparkling with mischief. The girls set off into the unknown, leaving behind their responsibilities. Meanwhile, the boys, led by the brave Emeka, sat around the fire. "Look at the girls," he said, shaking his head. "They've lost their way. We should be setting an example, not following them." His friends nodded, but they too felt the allure of rebellion. That evening, the village elders gathered in the meeting house, a place filled with stories and wisdom. Chief Is, the wise leader of Agulu, spoke gravely. "Our children have strayed from the values we hold dear. If we don't intervene, our village will lose its pride." Elder Neka, a kind-hearted woman, sighed. "We must call upon Mama Amara. She knows the ways of our ancestors and can help us guide the children back." The elders agreed, and the next day, they sent for Mama Amara, a wise woman known for her deep knowledge of the past. When Mama Amara arrived, the air buzzed with anticipation. "Children of Agulu," she said, her voice soft yet powerful. "You have forgotten your roots. The time has come for you to learn the importance of respect and responsibility. If we don't want to be tied down, why should we listen to you?" Ife challenged, crossing her arms defiantly. Mama Amara smiled kindly. "You can choose to ignore my words, but remember, every choice has a consequence. Are you ready to face them?" The following morning, Mama Amara gathered all the children by the riverbank. "Today, you will learn through challenges. Each group will face a task that tests your strength and character. If we win, do we get to do what we want?" Ife asked, eyeing her friends. Mama Amara chuckled. "Winning isn't the goal, understanding is. You will learn patience and teamwork." The girls were tasked with fetching water from the river, while the boys had to gather firewood without harming any living trees. As they began, Ife quickly stumbled, causing her pot to spill. "Ugh! This is stupid," she exclaimed. Chika encouraged her, "Just focus, Ife. We can do this together." The girls worked harder, but they were distracted by the fun of splashing water. In the forest, Emeka and the boys faced their own trials. "Look at all the fallen branches," one boy exclaimed. "Let's take the easy way." "No," Emeka replied firmly. "We must respect nature. Remember what Mama Amara said." As they searched, they began to feel the weight of their choices. One boy, Jide, broke a branch from a living tree. "What will happen if we get caught?" he whispered, looking around nervously. "We'll face the consequences," Emeka replied. "But we have to make the right choice." After hours of hard work, both groups returned to Mama Amara. The girls had only half filled their pots, while the boys struggled to carry their firewood. "Your tasks were not completed," Mama Amara said. "But more importantly, what have you learned?" "I learned that we should have worked together," Chika admitted, her head down. "And that we can't take shortcuts," Emeka added. "We need to respect our village and each other." Mama Amara nodded. "You are beginning to understand. This is just the beginning of your journey." Over the following weeks, Mama Amara continued to guide the children, teaching them about the values of respect, kindness, and community. They started to change. Ife, once the troublemaker, began to help the younger girls. Emeka organized games that encouraged teamwork. One day, as the children played, Mama Amara watched from a distance. She smiled, knowing that the seeds of good values had taken root. As the harvest festival approached, the villagers prepared with excitement. The children worked hard to gather crops and decorate the village. Chijioke, a charming stranger, arrived at the edge of Agulu. He wore a tattered cloak and had a mischievous grin. "What do you want?" asked Emeka, stepping forward. "You're not from around here, are you?" Chijioke chuckled. "No, but I've heard tales of Agulu. A village full of laughter and children who have learned respect. I was hoping to find some fun." Ife and her friends exchanged wary glances. "We've learned a lot about fun," Ife said, crossing her arms. "It's not what you think." Chijioke quickly charmed the children with tales of his adventures in distant lands. He spoke of treasures hidden in the forest and challenges that would test their bravery. The children, excited and curious, found themselves drawn to him. "Let's explore the forbidden woods," Chijioke proposed one evening. "I've heard there's a treasure waiting to be discovered." But Mama Amara said the woods are dangerous, Hugo reminded the group. "We should listen to her." Emeka hesitated, remembering their recent lessons. "We have to make the right choice," he said firmly. "But it sounds tempting," Ife chimed in. "We are stronger now. We can handle a little adventure." Against their better judgment, the children decided to follow Chijioke into the forbidden woods the next day. The trees towered over them, and a thick mist surrounded them. It was eerily quiet. As they walked deeper into the woods, Ife felt a shiver run down her spine. "Maybe we shouldn't have come," she whispered. "Don't be scared." Chijioke laughed. "Adventure awaits." Suddenly, the ground trembled beneath their feet. They heard a loud roar, and the children froze in fear. A giant lion emerged from the bushes, its eyes glinting with hunger. Panic spread through the group. "Run!" Chijioke yelled, but the children stood still, remembering their lessons of courage. "Emeka, what do we do?" Chika cried. "We face it together," Emeka declared, stepping forward. "Remember, we've learned to work as a team." The children linked arms, their hearts pounding. Mama Amara's teachings echoed in their minds. Strength lies in unity. Just then, Chijioke, sensing their fear, shouted, "Distract it. Throw something." Ada, shaking but determined, picked up a stick and hurled it toward the lion. The lion roared again, turning its attention away from the children. The children quickly formulated a plan. "We'll make noise," Hugo suggested. "It might scare it away." "Everyone, shout as loud as you can," Emeka commanded. They began to yell, their voices ringing through the forest. The lion, startled and confused, backed away. Gradually, it turned and ran off into the deeper woods. As silence fell, the children collapsed to the ground, panting. "We did it!" Ife gasped, her eyes wide with excitement. "Together," Emeka said, smiling. "We faced our fears together." Chijioke, who had watched the entire scene unfold, felt a change within himself. He realized that his idea of adventure could have led them into serious danger. "I'm sorry," he said, looking at the group. "I should have listened to you. Adventure isn't worth it if it puts friends in danger." "If we hadn't worked together, things could have ended badly," Chika said. "But you helped us learn a valuable lesson." From that day on, Chijioke decided to stay in Agulu. He wanted to learn more about their values and become a better person. The children welcomed him, realizing that everyone has the potential for change. As the harvest festival approached, the villagers prepared with excitement. The children worked hard to gather crops and decorate the village. Chijioke joined in, learning from Emeka and Ife as they picked fruits and shared stories of teamwork. On the day of the festival, the village square was filled with laughter, music, and dancing. Chief Is spoke to the crowd. Today, we celebrate not only our bountiful harvest but also the strength of our community. Let us remember that together, we can overcome any challenge. Mama Amara was honored with a special dance. Thank you for reminding us of our values, Chief Is said, bowing his head. As the sun set, the children of Agulu made a promise to each other to uphold the values of respect and responsibility. They learned that choices matter and that a united community is a powerful force. Years later, the children who had once wandered astray became leaders in Agulu. They taught the next generation about the importance of values, ensuring that the village never lost its way again. Mama Amara, now a beloved figure in the village, often smiled as she watched the children play. The heart of Agulu beats in harmony, she would say. Together, you will build a bright future. And so, the village thrived, full of laughter, respect, and love, ready to inspire generations to come.